Hello everybody, San here, engineer, MBA, and investor. And in today's video, I want to talk about how Intellia Therapeutics keep winning. I want to talk about all of that here in this video. And of course, this video was inspired by one of the posts on X.com. I can't say tweets or Twitter anymore. It is X.com. From at Gene Investing, great user on X.com. I've learned a lot from their post, and that's exactly what happened here. And they posted, the Sparing Vision reports positive initial safety data from first cohort treated in Prodigy, I think that's how you say it, Prodigy, whatever, phase 1, phase 2, gene therapy trials, Sparing Vision. Intellia is a partner, but this program isn't one of their team-ups. Now, I'll tell you why this does matter. This news matters for a couple of reasons for Intellia. But before I jump in the Intellia part, of course, this was published in their press release just now, actually yesterday, August 30th, but it was announced, like I said, I saw it today. So from Paris, of course, it's a French company. And it looks like they got a really positive recommendation from the Data Safety Monitoring Board, DSMB, to dose a second cohort of medium dose. It's a lead gene therapy asset, SPVN06. It's their first and leading program for this private company. Reported a well-tolerated first dose cohort at low dose with a favorable safety profile. So we don't really have data as per se. All we know about this program is there's going to be over 30 patients, I believe, and it was expected to manage their cohorts of dosage, which is exactly what's happening here. We look at a total of 33 patients in the 2 steps. So it looks like the first step was done, and now step 2 is more, including 24 patients, where they're going to divide this in 3 types of cohorts. This is, of course, part of their clinical trial that they've enrolled for this phase 1, phase 2 trial for SPVN06. So a couple of reasons here that this matters. Again, Intellia is more for SPVN50, SPVN60, SPVN70. So it looks like SPVN06 is fully owned by this company alone, and same thing for the following 2 programs here. So that data that we just got, we didn't really get data, we just got positive recommendation and a positive news for that program, does not have Intellia as a partner for this program. So this matters obviously because when you talk about milestones, when you talk about achievements and so on, they're not getting anything specifically for this program. But here's the kicker, guys. In 2021, October 7th, and I announced this, I remember this, I had a video back in 2021. Just look at my video catalog, guys. I know it's easy to forget, but almost 2 years ago, Intellia and Sparing Vision announced a strategic collaboration to develop a novel ocular therapies using CRISPR-Cas9 technologies. And again, these are these 3 programs that are looking at, again, very early in these programs. But the most important part I wanted to talk to you guys about is this following sentence. As part of the license agreement, Intellia will receive a 10% equity ownership stake in Sparing Vision, period. What does this mean? It's very straightforward, guys. This private company has given up 10% of its valuation to Intellia. Now, whether or not Intellia ends up selling that valuation after this news, whether or not they sold it since then, that's not, I don't think really, that, first of all, it was never announced at any point that they did that in any of the press releases. And second of all, I strongly believe that Intellia would keep that equity ownership, especially after this news. So what does this mean, right? What does this mean? This means that if Sparing Vision goes as a public company, let's go through this exercise, right? And again, it's a little bit hard to imagine this, especially in a downturn market. But let's imagine this company goes public. Okay, Sparing Vision goes public. It's a private company today. They go public, and before they go public, this program here is going through phase 3 trial. It's going through amazing data. They got amazing things going on for them. They go public. I mean, you look at companies like Prime Medicine, going public over $1 billion market cap. I think it was 1.5 billion if I remember. Verve, when they went public, again, they went public Verve went public in a upward market, but they were still worth, I think, 1.4 or 1.3 billion dollars, maybe even more right off the gate, which is quite mind-boggling to me. But this company, let's try to stay conservative. Let's assume they go public in the next 2 years, maybe less, and the markets start picking up. Let's assume this company is worth $1.5 billion, right? Which I honestly don't think it's a crazy valuation, considering that they have an amazing program here that's actually working really well for them, and they already have a partner like Intellia, right? And they're trying to tackle certain diseases that no other companies, especially in the CRISPR landscape, are not really tackling. I mean, the last company to tackle the eyesight side of things was Editas, and obviously that's a huge failure. So let's assume this company, again, I wouldn't call this a CRISPR company, but because they're partnering up with Intellia, and because they've given up 10% of their ownership to Intellia, I would call them a part-time CRISPR company. And if this company goes $1.5 billion in the public market, this basically means that Intellia basically receives $150 million cash out of that public offering, assuming that Intellia sells it. Now, let's assume they don't sell it. Let's assume this company is worth $5 billion after an amazing program and after a couple of years. Then basically Intellia has $500 million cash that they can cash out, right? And 10% is no joke, guys. Look, it's not 40, 50, 60%, but 10% is still amazing, right? What an amazing deal for Intellia. When you think about it, they're not only making 10%, but for those programs that I highlighted, again, very early in the pipeline, they can actually receive up to $200 million per product, right? So if you multiply by 3, which is 3 products there in the pipeline, that's $600 million plus a 10% ownership of those of that company, which is amazing, right? Again, this is a long-term thing, guys. Don't think, $5 billion worth next year. That's not my point here. My point here is that Intellia keeps winning. They make these amazing deals. Not only they have a successful CRISPR program, and soon 2 successful CRISPR program. I would say 2 already with the amazing data they got for the second program that they have right now for Intellia 2002, potentially. But not only they're doing in vivo, which no other company has been successful with, but they're establishing these amazing partnerships with amazing upside. The downside is so small, guys. It's so small. And I'm really excited for Intellia. I think Intellia is one of those top companies. Forget about CRISPR. I think just in the genomics/biotech space, I think this is something that a lot of people should note. I mean, this company currently is worth about $3.3 billion only. You look at its peak in 2021, end of summer, it's down almost 80% since then. I mean, the upside is there, guys. Again, not financial advice. I'm not trying to give you guys any sort of financial advice here, but this is something that I have to tell my audience. This is a company you have to consider when you're talking about CRISPR. But forget about CRISPR, just genomics and biotech as a whole. There's a lot of great things for this company. Not only they have over $1.1 billion in cash, not only they have 2 successful CRISPR programs, specifically in the in vivo side, but they also have an amazing partnership with Aspiring Vision. And that leadership is stable. They've been able to get the job done, right? And that's been the sentence I've said many, many times about this company. Get the job done. This company has been able to do that, as opposed to maybe some other CRISPR companies that I don't think they've been able to get the job done. So I'll end this video like this, guys. Let me know, guys, what do you guys think about this partnership? What do you guys think about this news? As always, subscribe if you're not. Like this video if you have value. And I'll see you guys in the next video. No video tomorrow on Friday, but potentially a video on the weekend. Lots of straight videos here, but because I have some time off here at work, my day job, I think it's some good value to make some videos. So I'll see you guys next video. Thank you.